Welcome back. Earlier we looked at some of the tools that can be used in Figma. So today we'll be exploring other options. So I'll be deleting these files we had earlier. So for me to do that, let me just highlight all of this, and then I'll be left with this rectangle tools. So what I want to do is I'll be showing you guys how to change the color and how to apply some stylings to a particular radius. So let me increase the height of this. So today, for us to change the color of this, after selecting a particular shape, all you need to do is go to the right hand side where my mouse is hovering. You would see this color fill. So what we're going to do is to click on this, then we'll be having a color palette appearing right here. So what I'll do is I'll be picking red. So once you pick on red, you see the entire icon we selected or shape we selected changes the color. So the next thing is we want to apply styling to this particular background. So let's say I want to give this a border radius. Radius is nothing but a curved edge around the shape. So after selecting this, on the right hand side we have two zeros here. This is telling us the angle where the shape is, and this is in charge of the radius. So when I click on this, let's change this to 40 so that the changes will be obvious. If you notice that this shape now has a rounded corner. So this is how we can add radius to a particular shape. So the next thing I want us to do is, what if we want to duplicate this? We've done that earlier. You can use the Ctrl D to duplicate, then drag this out after using the Ctrl D. Now we are having two shapes on the screen. So I'll just want to change this to another color, let's say black probably. So we're having two shades. So I'll be showing you how to add effect to this, things like shadow. So for us to do that, you have to select, let's say we want to add the shadow for this first rectangle. After selecting this, I'll come back to the right hand panel. We're going to see stroke and effect. So what we want to add is a shadow. For me to do that, I'm going to use the plot sign here. Then I'm having a shadow, but it's obviously not visible. So I'm going to change the settings using these icons so that we see that clearly. So here, let's apply 20 because this is for practical sake. So you notice I'm having a shadow directly under this. So we'll be picking some examples whereby we modify this to get a perfectly designed shadow for our projects. So let's say we reduce this to, let's say 10px, and then you notice now I'm having a good shadow here. So this is how to add shadow. Then the next one is how to add stroke around your shape. So I will click on the next shape here. Then for me to add a stroke, all I need to do is I'll be using the plus sign here. So when we click on the plus sign, then the stroke is automatically added. But mind you that the stroke we are adding, it's black, and the background is black, so we're not going to be seeing any much effect. So what I'll do is I'll change the stroke color by selecting this element here. Then I will just pick a red here. Then after picking a red, I'll just use the OK. Then here I'll be increasing the stroke to, let's say 5, or let's use 9 so that it will be obvious. So 9, it's obvious. So you see we have a line around this particular shape. So I'll be stopping here for this video. We'll continue in the next session.